Now, the real reason we're here is to talk about our returned interns. They've been quietly waiting here to say their bit. And before I introduce them, I just want to flag or note one particular student. We've got some people there who Ron wants to... Now, all the interns went through some problems, transitions, and took it upon themselves to solve a lot of problems, but particularly Kim Fan, who I think we managed to get her a US visa, which was a monumental project. Kim was wonderful through the whole process. She kept her humour. She was very professional. It was very, very amazing to see you do that. And as soon as we're going through that, I said we made the right choice with you because, and our others. But we put a lot to our interns because we want them to develop, and we're not going to spoon feed them. And you will see this certainly in a moment. Now, this year we've got 5 interns who will speak. I've split them up into 2 groups, geographical groups, because that's how large we've grown. And firstly, we'll have our Mannkal interns who were in North America. So basically, I'll get them up to the podium. I'll get them to speak for about 2 or 3 minutes on their experience, and then we'll have a short Q&A, and then we'll do the students who we sent to Asia. So firstly, I'd like to welcome Genevieve Mitchell. It's a French-Canadian habit, who went to the Frontier Centre for Public Policy in Winnipeg, Canada. Over to you.
Okay. My Frontier experience spanned over 3 Canadian provinces that were also vastly different. My first stop was Winnipeg, or as the Canadians like to call it, Winterpeg. My first task at Frontier was to investigate Canada's budgetary history. It was interesting to learn that Canada emerged from the global financial crisis reasonably unscathed relative to its American neighbour. I also assisted in a number of administration tasks. I really enjoyed working a 9-to-5 job with the independence and responsibility associated with it. After a month spent in Winnipeg, I journeyed to Regina, Saskatchewan. Over the 6-hour journey to Regina, the scenery remained constant: snow and more snow. However, in the last couple of hours, I was shocked to see 2 houses being transported over the highway, something I've never witnessed in Perth. In Regina, I helped to input statistics to determine the local government's performance index. Although this was a rather tedious task, it helped me to investigate Canada's geography. My final stop was Calgary, Alberta. In Calgary, I focused on writing a paper examining the equalisation system in force in Germany and the severe burden it places on Bavaria. This is particularly relevant given Bavaria and Hessen's recent decision to launch a constitutional action on the matter. Additionally, I researched equalisation in Canada to form a point of comparison. It was very interesting to be able to look up a number of different nations and see how they interrelate, as opposed to focusing on the Australian economy alone, as I do in university. Furthermore, working for Frontier has inspired me to investigate many policy initiatives in Australia and to assess their credibility on an international level. Overall, my experience with Frontier has given me the confidence to face new challenges and to take advantage of every opportunity. As Frontier employees are scattered across the globe, I learnt to develop working relationships via Skype while trying to remember numerous time zones. It was challenging to move from office to office and to adapt to the different working styles of each of my colleagues, but at the same time it was rewarding and exciting. The Canadian spirit was so welcoming that I hope to return as soon as I can. That is, when I can afford to do so. Every day was an adventure. Whether I was trudging through the snow to get to work, watching the Calgary Flames be defeated in a penalty shootout against Philadelphia, or skating along the Assiniboine River. As someone who had never travelled before, I didn't realise that a whole other fascinating world was merely a plane ride away. Thank you.